Right. In May of last year, Fitch Ratings issued a report that received a lot more attention than your average analyst note. It forecast a moderate residential price correction of up to 15% in the second half of 2025 and in 2026, so over the next 18 months in the Dubai property market. It said that it was likely. We spoke to Fitch Ratings at the time, and we also spoke to a number of property agents who disagreed, including Allsopp, CEO of Allsopp Allsopp. 1/3 of the way through that Fitch Ratings prediction, he joins us now to point out that, so far at least, it hasn't come to pass. Lewis, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
And to you, tell us, what have we seen in the second half of 2025 price-wise?
Continued growth. We talk about the Fitch report specifically. If I'm honest with you, that was probably the one moment where I think any client was questioning buying a property. So it was nothing to do with the economy, it's nothing to do with the property market. It was to do with news that was put out where people were going, hang on a minute, is this the right time to buy? And when that Fitch report come out, if I'm honest with you, it did damage revenue, transactions, customer confidence for a few weeks where people were questioning the market. But as soon as them few weeks ended, people seen the population migration, the growth, the launch is still selling out, and it was business as usual. So, I mean, kudos to the marketing team at the Fitch Ratings, because they did a great job of getting some of the best PR in the world.
One of the reasons they got a lot of PR, though, was because a lot of people took umbrage with the report, such as yourself, and there was a lot of column inches on LinkedIn and the rest. I mean, we spoke to Fitch last May, and we've heard a bit of that interview this morning, and they did have some caveats. And one of the things that they said was that one of the levers that might get in the way of that forecast was a lot of the projected handovers not coming on stream. What do we actually see in terms of deliveries?
They are nowhere near, honestly. It's probably the main pressure that I think we're facing at the moment. And look, I think there's many issues with it, geopolitical, getting materials to countries, not just the UAE, and then the demand for it. So I'm watching developers, every developer is really struggling to hit the timeframes. And what that's doing fundamentally is pushing back handovers, which is putting more pressure on tenants and buyers looking to buy properties. So the longer the delays happen, the stronger the push is going to be. So there's a big cocktail there, Brandy, to the Dubai property market. People just talk about the boom, that. There's inflation. If inflation goes up and cars and iPhones and Samsung phones go up, property is an asset that goes with it. If the economy goes with it and the population grows, unfortunately, we need more houses. The businesses that relocate here, there's so many different factors playing into this cocktail. And I've said it multiple times. I know everyone thinks I'm Mr. Pro Dubai, but honestly, Brandy, I think you feel it, you see it, you go to the malls, the roads, you see Salik posting record revenues, in which, if you remember last year, I actually quoted saying buy Salik shares last year, because you can feel it. Sometimes you've got to take gut and analytics. I can see the streets, and I will see it 6 to 8 months before any analyst sees it.
Okay, well, that analyst report covered 18 months. So they talked about a possible moderate correction in the second half of 2025 and into 2026. And they pointed out that prices had gone up 60% in 3 years, and, you know, that we could be near the peak. What's your feeling as the man on the ground? Can prices just continue to go up indefinitely? At some point, do they have to come off?
No, I think you've got to take into consideration. I use London now. Anyone listening to this, I don't think we know how lucky we are living in Dubai. I've got a place in central London I bought 6 years ago. I'm trying to sell it now. I can't sell it. I'm going to sell it for what I bought it less than what I bought it for 6 years ago. The market is dead there. Like, people have no confidence. When you're talking about this market, when people say to me, I can't afford to live in Dubai, that's a wrong statement. You can't afford to live in Dubai Marina anymore, and that's a given. But you can afford to live further on out the city. You can go to Jebel Ali, and you can go further down. You can go down Al Qudra Road. So the statement of I can't afford to live, no, you can't afford to live where you want to live right now. But people are getting on the property ladder and understanding that. One of the key fundamentals I'm seeing, Brandy, is people buying an apartment, but they wanted a villa, but then they're investing, renovating, living in it, and upscaling. So I think my message to everybody is there are options for everybody, but you need to accept that I can't live in Knightsbridge and neither can everybody. So you move further out based on the postcode and the value of that property. And that's what Dubai's maturing into.
Okay, I've got just over a minute left with you. I mean, markets are cyclical. How close do you think we are to a top of the market? I'm asking you to call it. There's a year left in the Fitch prediction. What's your prediction for 2026 and the peak of the market?
Right. So in this minute, we had a video call about 4 years ago. I said the market was under supplied and everybody laughed at me. Where I'm going to tell you where I'm now, and I'll put the statement on there for you. I think we have 3 to 4 years left of growth. I think 5 to 7% a year is realistic for people to hit that number. And then it'll peak out. But I don't see, as long as people are moving here and living here, there is no dip. It's just going to stabilize. So invest, buy, live in a home, enjoy living in the home and ride the market.
Right, well then we will speak to both yourselves and Fitch in a year. We'll take stock, Lewis. I'm hoping we'll speak to you before then as well, and see where we all are. Lewis Allsopp, the CEO of Allsopp and Allsopp, speaking to us after sort of the first milestone, if you like, in that Fitch Ratings prediction and talking us through where we are with the Dubai property market at the moment. We appreciate your time.